I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configured.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get up! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
70, give him a look. Hustle, hustle.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Again, Willis to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try the left side with ETN. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll throw this in, and I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose, you got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Willis. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
There's a quick throw completed by Willis. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's make
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. 51 yards there on the return punt. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets him to about the 44. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Willis on the option to the right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Let's go, lady.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Logan Cook now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start with the option, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Willis looking to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he works free. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And he stopped immediately there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ready, set.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
19. 79 Broncos.
To throw, here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, Henry.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, here's Willis.
This is intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Etienne once more.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
a 23-yard run.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Running from the gun with Henry. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Willis. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And it's a Titans touchdown. Andy Isabella, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Okay, break.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on, set. Yo, back.
They go play action with Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes. Folded